We are recording. Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Positive. If you found this video and you're like, what is it? Well, let me quickly explain. I do videos Monday through Sunday, anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 minutes long, and of some kind of religious content. Currently, we are reading through a book called New Morning Mercies, a daily gospel devotional, and the author's name, of course, is Paul David Tripp, as you can see on the screen here. That's my passion, and that's what I like to do, and some of you enjoy it, and some of you give comment or two, and that really pleases me. So if you're new to this channel and you're wondering what it is, and you want to give it a try, take a listen and see what you think. In the meantime, let's get started. February 17th. Don't fear your weaknesses. God supplies all strength that you need. Be afraid of those moments when you think you're independently strong. Admit it, you don't like being weak. It's not fun being the last one chosen to play on a team. It's embarrassing to be asked a question you can't answer. It's frustrating not to be able to figure out the directions for assembling the furniture you just bought. It's mortifying to forget the important appointment or the name of a good friend. It's humbling to fail at a task, to drop the ball, or to make a promise not to be able to keep it. We don't like getting lost or forgetting a phone number. We all hate those moments when we feel unqualified or unprepared. We don't like being confused or not knowing. We cover the muscles and the brains of others. We all hate being afraid and wish we had more courage in the face of heroes. We feel anything but. In the face of accomplishments of others, we wonder if we had done much that's worthwhile. We don't like facing the truth that we're all weak in our ways. It's the universal condition of humanity. In a world where you are on your own, where you have to find your own way and independently build your life, weakness is a thing to be feared. In a world where all you have in the end is your thinking, your drive, your performance, and your achievements, weakness is a thing to be regretted. In a world where you have no one to turn for strength and a few who accept you when you don't have it, weakness is a thing to be avoided. But here is what you need to understand. Weakness is not the big danger to be avoided. What you need to avoid is your delusions of strength. Those assessments of independent strength are much more dangerous. Are you confused? The fact is that we are all weak. We're weak in wisdom, weak in strength, and weak in righteousness. Sin has left us weak of heart and hand. It has left us feeble and lame in many ways, but God's grace makes weakness a thing to be feared no longer. The God of grace, who calls you to himself and calls you to live for him, blessed you with all the strength you need to do what he's called you to do. The way you enter into that strength is to admit how little strength you actually have. Grace frees me from being devastated that I can no longer trust me, because grace connects me to one who is worthy of my trust and who will always deliver what I need. Some trust in chariots and some in horses. But we trust in the name of the Lord our God, the collapse and fail and the fall, but we rise and stand upright. Psalms 27 and 8. For further study, let's read Psalms 27. Alright, so let's read that. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and foes, they stumble and fell through. Though an army may encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war may rise against me, in this I will be confident. One thing I have desired for the Lord, that I will seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in a secret place of tabernacle. He shall hide me, he shall set on high upon a rock. And now my head shall be lifted up above my enemies all around me. Therefore I will offer sacrifices of joy in his tabernacle. I will sing, yes, I will sing praise to the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. When you say, seek my face, my heart says to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not leave me nor forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take care of me. Teach me your way, O Lord, and lead me into a smooth path. Because of my enemies, do not deliver me into the will of my adversaries. For false witnesses have risen against me, and such as a breath out violence I would have lost heart, unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say to the Lord. All right, let's see if there's anything in the notes of the Bible to read. Psalm 27, verse 1, we readily recognize that God's strength lessens our need for fear, but we may overlook this same potential in his light and salvation. Psalm 27, verse 2 and 3, these threats can be withstood because of the confidence David gains from what is described in verse 4. Psalm 27, verse 4. And that is a truth to action that we will read shortly. But chapter 27, verse 4 says that this desire of David gives us a key to understanding why he was a man after God's heart and so beloved and blessed by him. Psalm 27, 7 through 14. After the praise of the first half of the psalm, the topics swing to prayer, ending with the statement revealing the key to victorious living. Wait on the Lord. And the last note here with this particular Bible, Psalm 27 again, of course, verse 10. This is the psalmist's way of saying that God is more concerned about our welfare than even one's cherished father and mother could ever be. God's love transcends parental love. This is more of a proverbial statement and is to not be understood as if David's parents forsook him. Very powerful. All right, there is a truth to action in this particular section, so let's get right to it. The truth to action is, of course, Psalms 27, which we're reading, verse 4. So verse 4 says, one thing I have desired of the Lord, that I will seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. Okay, so the truth to that says growing in godly living is birthed out of knowing God personally. An intimate personal relationship with him will affect permanent positive change in your life. And the action to this particular verse says delight and seek time with God. The more you know him, the more you will love to behold his matchless beauty. Really enjoyed this Bible reading today. Obviously, I do have a hard time reading sometimes, but it's still a joy to be able to do it for you guys. Definitely a joy for me to know that I accomplished something extremely positive, and that is just being able to be with God. And it's amazing. I love being able to be with God. After this video, I spend about 30 minutes editing it, and then I spend another good hour just relishing in with what I read, and I enjoy it. So I hope you guys got something out of it, and if you did, leave me a comment. Give me another verse. Give me something that you feel passionate about with what I read, if you were able to follow along. Again, I understand that my words are very shaky and not quite sure what that might mean. It could be that I'm still nervous or whatever, but I do it for me, and because I do it for me, I know it falls onto you guys, and that really gives me pure. Now, if you are a returning subscriber and you are listening to my videos on a daily basis, thank you. If you are a new subscriber and you found this content really nice, since it was only 10 to 15 minutes long, thank you. Anything that gives positivity out in the world is my goal and my hope. Thank you very much. And both of you guys, the new subscriber and the returning subscriber, please make sure that you have subscribed to my channel. If you do that, it helps just my growth into the channel, and it will help YouTube say, hey, people like his content, so we will broaden it out to other people to see, to hear, to listen to. Also, make sure you give my video a like. That also helps the YouTube algorithm, and of course the subscribe button and the notification bell. I forget which one I said already. I have a short-term memory sometimes, or long-term. I don't remember what term that is, but anyway, thank you. Really appreciate you. Now, I always end the video trying to say something that is understandable and not not crazy and not understood. And here it is. I'm here to love each and every single one of any listener on my platform with whatever content that I do. I know that I can be the most positive person out there and love each and every single one of you. How do you ask? Well, I personally believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sin, and 110% believe that, and 110% has changed my attitude, changed my ways. I'm not so harsh. I tell the truth, but I don't be hard on people on purpose, because I know God died on the cross for my sin, and that's really amazing. And knowing that just means that God loves me unconditionally. So why can't I go ahead and love unconditionally back? He says, love thy neighbor as yourself, or something similar to that. Anyone who would love to quote me on what verse that is, great. I think it's in John, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm here to love each and every single one of you. Doesn't matter your situation. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in God. Doesn't matter if you do believe in God. Doesn't matter if I believe you're sinning. None of that matters to me. God deals with all that, man. I'm only here to love on and respect you and try to guide you into the way of. And with that said, I hope that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye now.